Hello viewers, welcome to Indian Masterminds. I'm Junali Buragohai and our special guest today is 1992 batch IPS officer of Maharashtra cadre, Mr. Amitabh Gupta, who is currently the Police Commissioner of Pune City. Pune City Police has been named the best police unit in Maharashtra and has received an award from the state government for its work in keeping crimes under control and helping people during the COVID pandemic. Commissioner of Police Pune City Amitabh Gupta received the award from Maharashtra Home Minister in a recent function held in Mumbai. Mumbai that way is almost like a second home to Mr. Amitabh Gupta. Before joining in Pune, he has held many important posts in Mumbai also, like DCP Crime Branch, DCP Anti-Terrorist Squad, and even Principal Secretary Home Department, Mantralaya. It will not be wrong to say that for most part of his IPS career, he has held many important posts in the capital of Maharashtra, which is the financial capital of India. Today, we are going to find out from him about the award, why Pune City Police got it, what were the works of the department that brought this recognition, and we'll also ask him about some of the policing initiatives that have brought Pune fame as one of the safest cities in India to live in, especially for women. Welcome to Indian Masterminds, sir.
Thank you, Zonali, and welcome all viewers and listeners.
First of all, throw some more light on this award. What is the award and why has it been instituted?
So this is the first time the DG office has taken initiative. They have instituted many awards. One, there are several category awards, like for something like a welfare, something like a social contact. But there is one award which includes everything, the best unit. The best unit award is inclusive of how you have controlled crime, how you have controlled law and order, what is your administration, whether people have been given promotion on time, your own people, and general things and traffic. And then these are the positive things. There are negative things also. So if there is an anti-corruption raid in your unit, then you get a negative mark. So very comprehensively it was done. And then in all this criteria, after giving marks for various criteria and cutting marks for the negative one, the Pune Police unit was adjudged as the best unit in the larger category. There are two categories: the smaller unit where crime is below 7,000, and 50% units are above 7,000. So in that category, it was judged as the best unit overall.
Okay. Pune City Police was given this award for their commendable COVID work and crime control. Can you highlight some of the major COVID work taken up by Pune City Police?
So we had a different strategy all over COVID. In phase one, there was a confusion. People never knew what is happening. I'm talking about March 20, even doctors never knew. So a lot of lockdown things were happening. Very strictly it was done. Vehicles were seized, lot of cases were filed. And Pune being the first to detect COVID, and it was at the peak in all three COVID waves. So that way we controlled it very effectively, and within few days we came down. But by learning all those steps, then we realized in wave two, it was more of a counseling thing. We never put cases. We dissociated people from coming on the road. We asked them, requested them that you are not allowed to go forward. Please go back, and we are watching you. We made a lot of films, and there was a preaching and guidance on Twitter and all social media and press. And so second wave was different in the sense that we tried to be as a cooperative member, and we cooperated, asked the people to cooperate with us, and that was very successful and people loved it. So that was our experience in second wave. Third wave, since it was an Omicron and not less of life was affected, we were very liberal in the sense that we never wanted business to be halted, and still we controlled very effectively. We were checking, we were issuing, pass system was done away with. And third wave, very few life was lost in Pune, and people were also very happy. So we kept on learning from the previous wave, and we had the feedback, we had the eyes and ears on the ground. So whatever the was best for the public and what we think the public will like, accordingly we did.
The other aspect is crime control. What kind of crimes and in what ways have you been able to control them?
So as far as public is concerned, I have told you we have a very cooperative thing, very interactive thing, very eyes and ears to what they want. But as far as criminal is concerned, we came on very heavy-handed. So in last 1.5 years, we have registered 76 MOCA cases. We have put 700 criminals behind bars. Then we have an MPDA detention, 1 year detention. That we have done for 67 people. Then we were monitoring the activities of the criminal. If they were found doing an inch wrong, we were coming on 10 times heavily on them. So those aspect and those policing has resulted in the crime and the crime scene on Pune being totally under control.
Besides crime control, some of your own initiatives have been in the cyber world. You have been very active in social media and have launched an app called My Safe Pune, which has been quite successful. Please tell our viewers about this particular app.
So let me put it like social media. Pune being a very tech savvy, and my younger brother, sister, and my kids also, I don't see them reading newspaper much, at least print media. And they are mostly on internet or social media. So I realized there is quite a few segment, 50-20% of population, which come to know of everything and anything from the social media or from the internet provided content. So we concentrated on that. We upgraded or we started the Twitter handle and Instagram. We made it interactive. We made it informative. We made it also workable, like e-passes. So that way, our followers grew from 50,000 to 2.5 lakhs and 3.5 lakhs on the two Twitter handle. And a lot of announcements are being made at Twitter, and we consciously have avoided putting press note or other things which we have a different route. It is basically an interactive and engaging medium, and we have used just like that. So we got a lot of success on Twitter handle. Similarly, we got a similar Insta also. We had a lot of live session also, and that way we were able to connect to 15 to 20% of population who doesn't who takes their input from this media. Second aspect is the My Safe Pune. Previously, we used to have a system of monitoring our all patrolling mobiles or beat marshal or people going on spot or police presence by different notebook system for long if you go. Then we had a QR code, but that QR code system also failed. Then we devised a very simple system like My Safe Pune. In My Safe Pune, a person or constable going to that place, which has been pre-decided every week, he has to go there, he has to take a selfie, and being geotagged, everything is on record. So we are able to monitor whether our people are moving around in a gap and there is no lull time and people are going there and staying there. And then we opened it to the people also and said, you suggest a spot where you think the police should go and not going. First they suggested a spot, and we showed them that how many times in last 24 hours our people have gone with the evidence and the photograph. And if it is not there, we added them. So that way also we made it interactive, and that way we have increased the police presence on the road and on spots, secluded spots, which can be harmful to the women, like toilet, ST stand, or some garden. And we have covered the city very well.
Now that Pune City Police has got an award, you have raised the bar. You have to literally compete with yourself now. What more do you hope to achieve and how do you plan to achieve them?
So as you rightly put, we have raised the bar and I have to compete with myself. So it becomes even more difficult. To go to the top is difficult, to stay at the top is even more. What have been my policy from day one also, I have never said that I will do this thing, that thing. I always told let the thing happen, and then I will comment upon the veracity or what has happened. So accordingly, I keep on interacting with the uh, people, and whatever their expectations are, accordingly I keep on modifying my police strategy. Right now I'm concentrating more on traffic because traffic can be issue. A lot of metro works are happening, crime is under control, and suddenly after lockdown is over, a lot of activities, law and order, and these things are happening. So restaurant timing should be controlled, law and order should not happen. These things we are taking care. But whatever people, because we have a limited force, we have a force of 8,000. The expectation is so much that you require a force 25,000. So there are some basic duties that we have to perform. We are performing those. We have some scope for little extra that we do through this people feedback, and definitely we will like that Pune Police is up to the mark as far as expectation of people is concerned.
A large chunk of our viewership is UPSC aspirants who want to crack the civil services exam. So for their benefit, we would want you to share a little about your UPSC journey. Now I would like to take you back to your IIT days. You were a student of electrical engineering in IIT Kanpur. Why did you opt for civil service as a career?
So in those time when I passed out from 86 to 90, that was my 4 years at IIT. Those time there was very few opening in India. Lot of people, my batchmates, 75% people went abroad. And if you don't want to go abroad, there was very few opening and one or two software company or very few bank. So best opening was civil services, and still it is the best opening despite all being open. So we at least I opted for it, wrote examination, and then got selected in 1992. Then being an engineer, at that time there used to be two subjects. So my subject was electrical engineering and physics.
It has been noticed that IIT engineers easily make the transition to civil service. More and more IIT graduates are becoming civil servants, and many of them, in fact, top the UPSC civil services exam. Why do IITians find it comparatively easy to crack this exam? Do they have an edge?
No, it is not like that, because the present pattern, if you see, there are 4 general studies paper and then one subject and then there's a essay. So first 5 paper is basically more like a writing ability where engineers don't have an edge. That time also, but one thing you should also keep in mind, those who are selected in IITs are the top level minds. So that edge is always there, but being in IIT is not edge. But having analytic ability, having ability to read so much things and adapt to the situation, that leads to many IITian getting at the top of the rank.
You joined IPS in 1992 and was allotted Maharashtra cadre. Was IPS your first choice, or did you hope to join IS?
No, IS was my first choice, but I don't have an iota of regret after being in IPS in Maharashtra cadre. So at that tender age, nobody knows much. Nobody has seen the job. Nobody knows the job content. People tend to go by what every people is opting. So everybody opts first choice as IS. Maybe some people at that time opted IFS also, but my second choice was IPS. IFS was Indian Foreign Service was not my choice.
What was your preparation strategy? I mean, what were the main trust areas?
So let me put it like that. If present people are preparing, I will be a wrong guide. So what was then and what should be right now, I will like to comment on both aspects. That time, since my subject was physics and electrical engineering, there was no coaching. You have to prepare on your own. And we used to prepare in the hostel. We were doing MTech. We had a peer group. We used to discuss. And basically, last area questions, if you are able to solve, then we were done. That was our impression. Very less emphasis we put it on answer writing. Knowledge was enough, and general studies, normally engineers used to score very less, and we were happy with that situation. That we were okay, not happy, we were okay with that situation, that let me score in electrical engineering or physics. And then interview also marks used to be less, but somehow we used, but it was basically self-studies and going through some guides like Tata McGrail, one or two books and NCERT books. That used to be our strategy at that time. But this will not succeed right now. Right now, more or less pattern is same for all of us. There are 5 question paper, which consist of 1,250 marks, which is common to all of them. And right now, the writing ability in short span is very important. So for GS 124, you have to write 4,000 words in 3 hours, which is a hell lot of thing. For essay also, you have to write approximately 2,500. So people are able to finish essay just in time. For GS, when every question is a different and you have to apply mind, think, and then write in a systematic way, it's a hell lot of things. So people should have a good writing ability and should practice a lot, because answer standard. So what happens, there are 20 questions in every question paper. So you know 4 or 5 very well. You should concentrate on those 4 or 5 and score maximum 70% type of score from there. And 4 or 5 you will be hard to crack. So you should just go through and write something. Don't leave question just like that, because examiner tend to give 1 or 2 marks at least, and rest you should plan. But try to finish all and write all. That has become a strategy. Writing ability and mugging up and course content is there. General studies, it's that way. Essays, people are able to judge. They have a standard pattern. They are able to judge. Similarly, GS4, the ethics paper where case study comes, people are able to judge. 1, 2, 3, you should have a very fast writing ability. So that is the key. And subject, you should choose where you are comfortable with.
So, any particular tips you would like to give out to young UPSC aspirants?
So let me put it like that. In my period, prelims was very different, and people getting prepared, getting themselves prepared for mains would automatically get selected for prelims. Right now, it has become 2 different examinations, and a lot of top rankers are just able to scrap through prelims. So you have to keep it in mind that these are 2 different competition, and you have to focus on prelims as much as you have to focus on mains. I have seen many cases, people getting top rank and flipping in the next prelims. And also, so prelims has to be fully focused 45 days before the examination. No other activities should be there. And then as soon as you write prelims, don't wait for the result of the prelims. And that 20, previously it used to be 40 days. Right now, the UPSC is declaring the result in 20-25 days. Should be fully utilizing to prepare for their mains. So don't, these are the 2 tips I want to say.
Sir, any advice for young IPS officers who have just started off on their career?
So do what your mind say, do what your heart say, and there are certain things. Every IPS officer is a different individual, and IPS officers are known to follow their own individuality. But while following their own individuality, it should not be harmful for society or such that your individuality becomes the peak and rest are very small things. So we are there to serve people. Whatever makes your staff, your force, and public happy, try to do those things within the four walls of the law.
One last question. Which is better, working in the district or working in the Mantralaya?
Obviously, the working in the district is different. But what happens that in police department, you get a rare chance to work in the Mantralaya. So for me, it was a unique opportunity being a principal secretary of home. And then I was legal metrology also. I was a commissioner legal metrology. So 5 years I worked in the post, normally ununiform Mantralaya IS type of post. That was a unique opportunity. You don't see so much of discipline there, and your life is not so rigorous, and you have an overall view of the state. But one tenure in Mantralaya is very good. But as a policeman, every policeman loves to be in uniform and on the field.
Thank you so much, sir, for your candid replies. That was Pune City Police Commissioner Amitabh Gupta speaking about award-winning initiatives taken up by his department. Pune is undoubtedly one of the safest cities in India to live in, thanks to the effective policing and efficient manning of the city by the police personnel, with Commissioner Amitabh Gupta at the helm right now. Hope you liked the interview session. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. This is Junali Buragohai signing off. Thank you for watching Indian Masterminds.